We are back and it's Classic Tabletop RPG Friday. Y'all know what's up, and we are back with our Classic Traveler series focusing on Psionics, part 2 of a 3-part series. Last week we looked at how to find your potential as a psionic. And today we're going to look at, after the exam and everything, how you actually train as a psionic and find whether or not your ability actually has access to certain psionic talents. Your boy, Servant of Shiloh, in the hizzy right now. And I'm just gonna move straight into this today. On the other side, as always, question of the vid. Y'all know what's up, so let's do this like Brutus, cause ya always knew this. Roll 'em. If it is found that you have latent psionic ability, then the next step is training. This is going to take 4 months out of your life, and you will have to plunk down another 100,000 credits. Oh man, they want their money.
Show me the money.
Can't blame them though, because this is dangerous for them. So they're gonna need this for a little while. You don't know when the next client's gonna come through that door. If you have a psionic strength of 9 or higher, however, then scholarships are available. Now check out how these scholarships work. They're gonna take just 95% of whatever you got and then waive the rest. And remember folks, these are telepaths and psionics that can read your mind. Please don't lie. They will know if you lie, and they can pull the rug right out from under you. So just don't do it. Let's look at the psionic potential of the characters that will be in the mini traveler adventure that we're going to be putting together. And let's say that they went to a psionic institute and all of that, and all of them were looking to see about their psionic potential. So they all plunked down 5,000 credits like I talked about in the last video. Now they're all seeing whether or not they have any psionic potential. There are 4 characters here. You have Sam Yost. I think that's Yost is how you say that. You have Sky. I don't know how to say that middle name, and I don't know how to say the last one. So call him Sab. And then you have Drago Popovic. And then you have lastly Vicente Alfredo Negrete. I think that's Negrete or Negrete, one of the two. We're going to take it from the highest age to the lowest age. So let's go to Sky. Sky's 42 years old. Now, if you remember, it is a -1 DM for every 4 years after 18. So in this case, it's going to be a -6 DM. I'm going to roll 2d6 to see if he has any kind of psionic strength ability. So we have to do -6 here, and let's roll. Now look at that. He has 5 points. And what I'm going to do is that whoever wins this, they're going to be the example for the rest of the video. So check that out. 5 points for him. That's crazy. Now this is not going to be for real. It's just going to be for the purposes of this video. So let's go and take a look at Sam Yost. Now he's the same age, 42. It looks a little better than Sky, doesn't he? I mean, it looks like Sky's been through some stuff. But we're gonna go ahead and do the same thing here. 5, 6, and take that mark down, and we're gonna see if Sam has any psionic ability. And Sam's got a little bit of psionic ability, a little bit. He's got 3 points, but he's not gonna win, so he's not gonna be the example. Let's go back to Drago Popovic, and he's only 26 years old. So he's only gonna have a DM of a -2. Chances go up now, could have quite a bit. Let's see what happens. Ooh, whoa! Drago, he has 9 points. So that 100,000 credits, right? That 100,000 credits that he has to pay, because he does not have that. I do remember this. If you go to his finances, dude has no money. I think he spent it all. I mean, he might be able just to get a scholarship because he's got mad potential. 9, folks. It looks like Drago is going to be our example. But let's go and look at Vicente because he's 22. He's only going to have a -1. It's possible that he could tie or even go higher than Drago. So let's go and see what happens. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Do you believe that? 11 points! So it looks like Vicente is going to be the one who is going to be the example for this video today. Wow! So it can happen, folks. It can happen. Training allows a PC to perform psionic tasks at level 1 for that particular talent. If there is no level 1 ability, they will have to increase their level until they get to the appropriate level to use it. And this can be increased over time and use, and we'll get to that specifically when we look at experience. Because of the prejudice, I'm talking high prejudice, against psionics, and we're going to get into this in the next week's video, God willing. Part of the training is used in concealing one's psionic ability. Training may reveal that a character has high psionic strength, like in Vicente's case, but no specific abilities. And that is determined on the psionic talent table. Let's take a look at that. Now, as you can see here on the psionic talent table, you have the category of the psionic ability or talent, and then you have a throw number. So this number is what you will need to have access to this ability. How you do this is you roll for all 6 abilities, but for every roll, the DM is going to increase. So for your first roll, it will be -1, your second roll will be -2, third roll -3, so on, all the way up to -6, if you have to even roll that, depending on how you choose. The strategy here is to go for the psionic ability you want the most first, since it has the lowest DM, and then you work your way down in order of preference. Now, this is going to depend primarily on what your psionic strength is. Let's look at the psionic skills summary. So as we're looking at this, there is a base amount of strength points you will need in order to use certain abilities, most abilities actually. So if we are a telepath, we'll just make it simple, and we want to use read surface thoughts, number 1 is a level 4 ability. Number 2, it takes 60 seconds to pop off, and it takes a minimum of 2 strength points that you will have, plus whatever the range is. And we'll get into that in a second when we look at the range table. So it will cost a base out of the gate of 2 of your strength points. So 2, if Vicente had this, 2 of his 11 strength points would go just to pay to use this thing. We're going to see if Vicente has any ability in any of these psionic talents. And let's do it like this. So we're going to do it like this in this order. We're going to say he wants to be like more aware of everything, right? So he's going to do awareness first, then he's going to take it down to telepathy, then he'll do clairvoyance, telekinesis, and then teleportation. But let me mention the special that's right here. Special just means any psionic category that is not a part of this. So you might want to go to some other tabletop RPG and say, hey, here's a psionic ability right here, and then if it's not under any of these that are here, you could just put it under special. Awareness is first, right? So it's a -1. So let's see if he has any awareness capability. It's gonna be kind of hard. Or not. Okay, so now he has access to the awareness talents. Great, so we're gonna move it down to telepathy now, but it's gonna be at a -2 for this. So let's see if he has any telepathic capability as well. Oh man, so he has awareness and telepathy. Oh, this is good. Now let's move on to clairvoyance, but on this one, it's -3. He needs a 9 or higher. And now it's starting to get a little jiggy here. Okay, so he doesn't have the clairvoyance, but we're still going to move on to the telekinesis. It's going to be at a -4 for this one. Nope, that's not going to work. A -6 for either one of the teleportation or the special. It's not going to happen. You need a 9+, and the highest you can actually get with a -6 with 2D is 6. So no need to roll for the next one. So this is what we have. So he has awareness and telepathy potential. He can use those. He can tap into those now. Impressive. How far someone can use their psionic ability depends on their psionic strength. The Psionic Range table, which we've got pulled up here, lists the number of psionic points needed to use the ability at that particular range, in addition to the base cost to use the ability. You have some range descriptions here. Close range is physical contact, short range is within 5 meters, medium is within 50, so on and so forth. So a telepath doesn't have to spend any points if they are touching their target, but if they're within short range, then you have to spend another point. If they're medium, they have to spend 2 extra points, so on and so forth. Now these are the same as combat ranges, and it's a straight line from the psionic to their target. Obstructions like walls and doors do not hinder psionics. So let's take a look at the skills summary table here just to see, and we're just going to use telepathy again. And so we're looking at how much would it cost to use life detection. Well, it's going to cost a base of 1 plus the range. So if they're in short range, it'll be 2 points. Mediums 3, long and very long will be 4, and you'd have to have that many points to expend in order to use it at long range. However, if we start getting into sin thoughts, then it's going to cost 2 points plus whatever the range is. Probe, which is 8 points. Whew. And believe it or not, what's his name can do this. Vicente would be able to do this because if he would touch somebody, right, and he would not have to spend any amount extra, he could probe somebody's mind, but he still have 3 points left, right? So he could go in very long range. He would expend all of his points, but we'll get into recovery in next week's video. So once a PC's 4-month training is complete, they can increase their level through private use and focus. So every month they can make an experience roll. Depending on the category of whatever psionic talent that you're trying to increase your level in, a certain number is needed to raise it that one level. That's really all you need to do is just roll the number. You don't need to do anything extra unless your referee says that you do. I mean, they might make an adventure out of it or something. But let's go down to awareness because we know Vicente has that, right? And I wanted to show you something else that we talked about earlier. The first thing is that your initial level in awareness is level 1. But it says right here that the first actual ability is at level 2. So this is one of those situations where you have to wait around for a month and then try to see if you can get up to the next level that's needed for this ability. For example, in order to get to level 2, you have to throw, after a month's time, a 10+ to get to level 2. So let's try to do that for Vicente just one time here and see if he can get to level 2. He cannot. He rolled an 8, which means he'll have to wait another month to see if he has access to awareness, but he's just not high enough level yet to really begin to use it. Now, he also has telepathy. And telepathy has an 8+, and it also has an initial level of 1. So he automatically has shield and life detection right now. So he automatically has that, and he can use those, but he can't use anything else. One more time, let's see if after a month, he's able to go up a level in telepathy. It's a little bit lower for this one. Okay, he rolled an 8. So he rolled 8 twice. In telepathy, he got better. Now he is at level 2 and can use telepathy. But he's still struggling with awareness to get better at it, and so he's going to have to wait another month. I really like the way they handle psionics. I mean, it is not easy. It reminds me of some of like the old school movies like Scanners and things like that. I mean, it is good for a traveler campaign. You know what I mean? And like, it fits well within that whole setting. I like it. I like the way they do it, y'all. Hey, if you got any value out of this video, learn something new today, entertain just a little kind, then go ahead and do a brother a solid, could you please? And crush the like button. Also, if you want to stick around for a while, feel free. The door is open. Go ahead, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Question of the vid. Last week, I asked you guys about your favorite movie or television program that had psionics in it. Well, this week, I want you to focus and get granular with that. What is, or I should say, who is your favorite character across all different kinds of mediums for psionics? So whether it's comic book, novels, movies, television, whatever. Who's your favorite character? You gotta pick one. Don't be giving me 2 and 3. Pick one character, at least for today. Maybe tomorrow might be different, but for today, who is your favorite psionic character? Let me know down in the comments. Let's get some engagement going. That'll be it. That's it. That's all I got for today. Got to work on, there's a lot of different things that we're doing. I got some stuff going on tonight, got some stuff going on tomorrow. Tonight, we're gonna be playing a little bit of Blade Runner. And then tomorrow, well, we got our normal session going back into Middle Earth and the One Ring. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a busy weekend this weekend. But hey, I like it. It's gonna be fun. All business, y'all. Well, it's not all business. One Ring's not business. But Blade Runner is business. So, until next time, y'all, peace! And hair grease.